The start of a new season is an exciting time for your club. Old members are returning, and new people are eager to earn their positions on one of your teams. And of course, your coaches are wanting to help athletes be as good as they can be. There are trials to organise and run, there's data to collect, feedback to give. And straight after the selections, your season starts. It's an enormous amount of work. It's easy to see how things get missed. Who showed up and who didn't? Did we see everybody? What do we do with the ones you didn't notice? The athletes who make the teams are happy, but what about those who missed out? What are you telling them? How will they improve for next year? And where are everybody's notes? Even setting up for trials can be a pain. Multiple staff are needed to manage the athlete numbers you expect. You inevitably find yourself managing paper and digital records. And you need a plan to manage the queues of athletes who want to try out. Sometimes those queues run right out of the stadium. There has to be a better way. CoachSight can help you to make trials easier to run. Get the data you need about athletes every time. Use quality data to make better decisions. Eliminate the influence of unconscious biases in your trials. Measure how effectively athletes work together in groups. And use the power of AI to make the collection of data and the creation of feedback easier. Lose the paper, win the game with CoachSight. On trial day, CoachSight helps you keep things organised by simplifying the check-in process and keeping all of your information in one place, at the same time making it accessible from any phone, tablet or computer with an internet connection. Now, instead of queuing out of the stadium waiting for somebody to check their details and mark them off, athletes scan a QR code and confirm their details without needing staff on their own phone. To help manage congestion, you can simply put multiple QR codes around your stadium so that athletes can spread out. CoachSight will help you creating posters with those QR codes and the name of your trial. And then, if your athletes need to collect equipment or training tops, they can be marked off to say they've collected their gear, again without paper sheets or lists, using any mobile phone, tablet or PC. Trial day just got a whole lot easier for the administrative crew, with less to set up and less to pack up. Now, when it comes to knowing who's in attendance, CoachSight helps you keep track of athletes who have called in sick or are away on holidays for this session. And if an athlete is late, they're automatically added to the attendance list when they check in using their QR code, so your admin staff don't need to hang around waiting for latecomers to arrive. During the trial, you want to collect good, objective data about every athlete trialling. Coaches and selectors using CoachSight have a display that allows them to select an athlete, and then they can score one or more skill criteria for them. Each coach sees the scores that they have given that athlete so far, as well as the average score across all selectors. The number of selectors that are given a score already is indicated by the completion of the ring around the average score. As each athlete gets enough data collected, their button goes green. Athletes with some data, but not enough yet, will have orange buttons, and those with no data are red, telling you where to focus your attention for the rest of the session. If you have the AI assistant turned on, it will remove athletes from the screen if it thinks you already have enough data to be able to make an objective decision. During a session, you will sometimes want to be able to objectively compare two athletes. CoachSight provides tools to compare the performance of athletes to make the process of team selection more objective, explainable, and less prone to unconscious biases. You can also make comments about an athlete's performance, which will be available when it comes time to select your teams. Feedback notes for specific skill criteria will also be used by the AI engine when generating feedback for an athlete. Of course, after the athletes leave, your work is only just getting started. When you're selecting your teams, CoachSight provides tools to compare athletes on a number of bases. Firstly, you can look at rankings for the athletes based on their overall statistics, or you can look at skills that are relevant to specific roles on your team. All of this can be defined when you're setting up your trial. CoachSight lets you move players around in teams to get an idea of the best fits, including assigning them to particular roles and seeing how the dynamics are likely to work. When the decisions get tough between athletes, you can do a side-by-side comparison of their performance, seeing the assessment scores given to each player, as well as comments that have been left by their coaches. CoachSight also provides a powerful AI model that simplifies the process of giving great feedback to your athletes, generating a report with a single key press, which you can edit and provide to your athletes so they know where they stood in the trials, and have relevant feedback that they can use to base future development on. No matter what sport you're involved in, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, tennis, cricket, or any other sport where you're selecting teams or squads, if you are making team selections the old way, CoachSight will simplify trial operations, give you real-time feedback on data capture progress, help you to eliminate unconscious biases, help you develop a data-driven team selection culture, free up your people to help your teams, and give you back your most important asset, time. Thanks for watching our introduction to CoachSight. Lose the paper, win the game with CoachSight. Visit CoachSight.net for more information or a trial account.